no, I'm not decent.
Here we are.
Look at that pants.
On the internet, and we both look really crappy. Does my feed look shitty to you?
Kinda.
Like horrible? Like I'm all blocky?
Yeah, you look blocky on the main screen. I don't look too bad on my smaller.
Why do I look like crap? This computer's better than it. I'm gonna figure out why we're figuring back first of it. I hate that.
I don't know. I thought it was kind of funny.
Broadcast live video. See, why are you doing that?
I'm not doing anything.
We're alive. People don't even do us.
Yeah, but no one's going to be viewing this right now. I doubt anyone is.
This is really alarming that it's flying back and forth with that.
Echo.
Broadcast live video that I see to my audience and hide other videos. So, I'm not worried about that. But I need to know why I'm looking back and forth. I want to have control over it.
You will never have control.
Control. Brett Scott.
That's me. I'm pretty.
I don't want to see your camera accounts. What do you think is happening?
I don't know.
You're just like
I do like you're in the echo.
I'm gonna do it.
This is just like when we discovered what happens when I click the bathroom meal like 20 times in a QuickTime player.
I'm muting
it. It opened 40 different QuickTime windows and it just played it and it all echoed.
Now, why are we popping back and forth? Why do I look like crap? I want to use this camera. Wow, I look like what? Like, whoa.
You are rather blocky.
I look like shit.
The molding on your apartment floor in there looks like it's done in 16-bit.
It looks just terrible.
So does your shoulder.
Hide their audio and video. With this button.
Could it be maybe?
Let's see that.
It knows we're in the same room.
New guests in my large 3+ podcast are muted. Yes.
Other people. What other people do you want to see this?
I don't know. Broadcast the large video that I see to my audience. I had other video feeds. No. Alright. Well, this is weird. I feel like it's popping back and forth for no reason now.
Is it just randomly without noise?
I don't know. But I wanted to continue having our conversation about things, so if anyone pops in here and sees us making asses of ourselves, they at least have a little bit of fun.
What conversation are we having?
Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Where did we leave?
Oh.
I don't either.
Let's see what happens if I click share controls. No, that's a bad idea.
I have access to the control room.
No.
Oh, never mind. It went away. It just says live now.
Good. Yes, yes. Entertain them, Brett.
Like, I don't know.
There's hundreds of people watching.
They don't need to see me. I'm not pretty.
You're not entertaining them.
I never said I was an entertainer.
I never said you wasn't.
Yep. Whoa. I went away.
Well, I shut your video off. That's not what I meant to do.
Am I back?
Yeah.
I see myself
flipping back and forth so bad.
I mean, from like. I mean, there's that one trick I do that people have to do that one time.
Yeah.
I can't mimic the results of that first time when I did that. Is it even what?
What's happening? What?
I don't know.
Don't do that. Stop that.
Open cap. You want to capture a smile?
Ah! Shut that off.
Open cap. Close. I'm just gonna close this box here. Go away.
Wait. What box did you close?
I don't know. It said open capture. I have all these interesting menu options.
So mean. Present to everyone.
Can I draw on here now?
I am presenting to everyone. Now, how do I switch it to you? Oh.
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 I have control.
Do not attempt to adjust your steps. We have control of the lateral, and the vertical, and the horizontal, and the grayscale, and of the Roy D. Biv.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Dr. Potato.
Dr. Potato, are you serious?
I have a PhD in toothpicks. What?
Wouldn't that make you like a wood expert?
No, just toothpicks. And toothpick towers. You get a little glue and just kind of build toothpicks up and like those weird, crazy shit.
That was weird, crazy shit. Have you? Well, direct me. Have you seen the ridiculous live cast I've been doing?
I caught a little bit of the Motley last week.
Oh yeah, what do you think about it?
What was I
watching?
Honestly,
I'm kind of like,
we're
we're talking about stuff.
And what was the issue?
No, I just kind of got lost. I didn't really follow. And like video cut out, and then I went and did something, come back, and I announced and kind of closed it a few times, reopen it. So I got lost from where the train of this conjoining train of thinking blog thought went.
So I'm having trouble with the control room here. Hopefully it's easier tomorrow. This is something that I want to do tomorrow. We're going to make a big announcement. You can't do it tonight.
Yes, an announcement.
Something big.
Big.
How big is it?
Dylan's head big.
His head is huge.
I think yours is a little bit bigger.
Get it off the tape manager.
We're going to check this.
Just look at it on the screen. Look at your head.
Well, by comparison, your head is very much larger.
Now look at my head. If I can get it to go up here. Yeah.
I hate to tell you, but your head, my screens have not been flip-flopping around, and yours been big main center, and I've just gone a little bit tiny. So your head is clearly larger.
Well, I need to send you a link. I did that on Facebook. You should go to that.
Fine,
Where's my mouse? Where?
Facebook.
I got this toothpick I just couldn't have because I'm going to swallow it. But yeah. Why don't I go to Facebook?
You can't see what I'm doing on my screen.
Supposedly, this is maybe I can have control.
Oh, God. Okay, none of those tabs are open.
The tabs are themselves naked.
How'd you run out?
It's on YouTube. Yeah, I'm looking. Hey, we're on YouTube.
We're breaking stuff?
Yeah,
I'm not breaking anything.
We're breaking lots of stuff. What do you want to break now?
Let's get that vial of poison. I want to break that.
It's not poisonous ink.
No.
I was looking at you, suddenly your head, that was mine.
Does it look like shit on YouTube? You can be perfectly honest with me. Okay.
I don't.
There's clearly a delay on the YouTube part.
Does the video look like crap?
Yeah, but there's a giant halo effect right behind my head.
I like it behind your head, big head.
I gotta make like YouTube does look. No, you're still 16-bit.
I still look like shit. Why? I'll still put up my camera settings. But
first, here's something you'll really enjoy.
I'm gonna send this to the internet, and then we'll see what we're doing.
I think anyone wants to see what we're doing.
Why wouldn't it?
Break stuff.
You seem disappointed with it.
Because we're not breaking anything.
You have
plates
plates breaking on my head.
I need those for stuff, don't you?
That's what paper plates.
Paper plate? You're gonna break a paper plate on your head?
I'm gonna break your actual plate, so you can start using paper plates.
I'm gonna switch to your camera because I'm looking at silly stuff.
Like I'm that much more interesting to watch.
Of course you are. You're Brett.
Say it. Full name.
Brett Palmer Scott.
That's not it. And you know it. I am Brett fucking awesome Scott.
Tell them what that barn door is behind your head.
What barn door?
Hold on, let me actually bring up a window where I can see my face a little bit. So I can identify the barn door. Barn door. Oh!
You mean that mysterious door that doesn't open because you lack the proper recruitments to use what's behind it?
Yes, that barn door.
That's a Murphy bed.
Is it? What's a Murphy bed?
Well, you see, Murphy beds where you take somebody named Murphy and seal them up in a wall.
In a wall.
In the wall.
In a wall.
In the wall. Walk?
Don't confuse.
You're good.
So, Brett.
Yes.
Brett. We're getting off track.
We had a track?
Yeah. Where's my webcam?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure people are still watching you. Wait, no!
I'm looking at you. I put it on your face.
How do I look on you? Oh,
a
little bit.
It should look better.
Went out.
It went out.
But it's suddenly just the circle of the. Hey, now I'm just suddenly talking about the Murphy bed. Here.
Isn't that great? But Dragon Ball Z. Let's talk about Dragon Ball Z. I was trying to avoid the conversation.
So that's why I was kind of.
We could have something to talk about.
All right. Yeah, this past week, Wednesday night, we went and saw Resurrection F.
Which filled them in on what the hell that means. Because I'm not sure everyone out there cares about Dragon Ball Z. So you guys might want to care.
Well, Dragon Ball Z is this really insanely awesome anime that comes from overseas. Or do I need to skip the part why it's just Resurrection F is awesome?
I think you just talk about Resurrection F.
Resurrection F stands for the resurrection of Frieza. Which everyone else is kind of claiming the most pinnacle badass villain that Dragon Ball Z has ever had, but there have been several after Frieza, so I challenge that.
Yeah?
A little bit, because I'm pretty sure Cell was.
Could you say that Kid Buu was worse than Cell even?
Yeah, Kid Buu. Actually, when they talk about like how they're going for like the personality, how Frieza is supposed to be evil, simple, and hard and everything, like that's just basically like just straight up evil. That was Kid Buu.
Right.
Kid Buu was just basically straight up evil, kill, blow things up. And that's actually the pinnacle of the ultimate Dragon Ball Z villain.
Right.
In terms of like mirroring the characters.
Right.
But Resurrection F involved the remnants of Frieza's army, which were vastly actually out of it. What they say the army they brought with them was 100,000?
In Resurrection F?
Yeah.
Maybe, I'm not quite sure.
And I'm going to probably go out on a limb and say that might have been the entirety of what was left.
Of the whole Frieza force.
Yeah, because basically there was a line in it where he says, well, currently that just exists of Sorbet and myself, but we will build it back up. So it kind of said they're after the Z Warriors crap and everyone else. Yeah, they're all
right.
So starts out with Sorbet deciding we're gonna risk going to Earth because we're gonna use their Dragon Balls, their Namekian Wish Balls, to revive our Lord Frieza. And they go there. Who do they run into, Dylan?
Run into Emperor Pilaf and his henchman, Chow and Mai.
And they're still little kids.
Which is delightful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where did you go? I can't see you anymore.
I'm still here. I can see. User is not running draw.
What?
I don't know.
Did you turn on draw?
I might have on accident.
You might have.
Oh, wait, what's chat? Oh, no! Oh, wait, I opened the chat window now.
fucking stuff up.
I am fucking stuff up.
I is presenting everyone Brett's face. Behold
My face. Anyway, they succeed in getting the Dragon Balls, and they make their first wish to bring him back, but the dragon said his body was completely destroyed. There's no point in bringing his soul back.
Which is weird because everyone's dealt with that before where they're like, ooh, the body damage.
Because, like, what about when Krillin died? Frieza blew him up. When Chaozu came back, his self-destruct was everywhere. So, like the definition of the body doesn't mean anything. That was the first time when they kind of said, well. And then I had, like, one other thing. I thought it got raised to 3 wishes after when Dead Day came in.
Well, let's look at it this way. Battle of the Gods, they only got 1 wish.
I think that was the dragon didn't want to stay out.
Does he have a choice?
I think that mattered. He kind of overruled their thought choice and ran because he did not want to be in the same presence as Beerus.
Yeah.
Because I swear, like, when Dead Day became, he amped it up, raised the dragon's power, and said, "You all get 3 wishes."
Yeah, I kind of remember that. But then didn't they have some sort of like hold on how often someone can come back to life? I thought they had.
Yeah, the initial was like they can only do it once, and then after, like, again when Dead Day became the new guardian, it's like none of that matters. You can go back to life as many times as you need. So it's like everything got a power boost out of that.
Because we just need to, like, ruin how dire it can be. Oh no, we're all gonna die.
Yep.
Not really. Doesn't matter.
All these, no big deal. But they can't be dead. But I think the rule they can't be dead longer than a year or so. Actually, no, never mind.
Frieza's been dead for like 10 years.
Decades. And he came back for a long time. So, yeah.
So where was Frieza in the interim?
Frieza was in hell, and oddly enough, that's not really picture of hell would be when you think of hell. You think fire or dudes running around, but no, Frieza's hell is in a cocoon hanging from a tree with teddy bears and gnomes and pixies and bunny outfits flying around.
Now, don't forget, in the past we've seen hell before, and there's like pond that looks like it's full of blood or something.
Blood ponds and little cloud souls.
Right, and there's all the bad guys just hanging out, like doing nothing. So we start with Frieza's hell being underwater. It's in a prairie, in a tree that's underwater.
Yeah.
So is that under one of these ponds?
It looks like it to be a lot bigger than that. Because it panned around quite a bit before it kind of went boom. And for the longest time, it all started, what the fuck are we looking at?
Right, no kidding.
Teddy bears are all playing drums. It's all bright, colorful, and cheerful. And then one of the other pixie goes up to this cocoon hanging from the tree and goes, "Good morning, Mr. Grumpy Pants." And then suddenly turns around and there's Frieza's head popping out of this, and I almost lost her right there.
And I've said it before, but I think I could have watched 2 hours of that.
Yeah, boom, just Frieza suffering, hanging in that tree.
So, I've had a lot of friends who haven't seen Battle of the Gods on Facebook say the Resurrection F was amazing. What do you think of Resurrection F as a whole?
As a whole,
I gotta compare. You've seen
I don't know if I can necessarily do this without comparing it to Battle of the Gods, though.
That's fine.
Because they stand on equal terms because what Battle of the Gods did, Resurrection F did too. They kind of made fun of itself with everything, but it didn't take forever for them to really reach a point. Granted, it wasn't the time frame of a standard movie,
right?
But they did laugh at themselves, make jokes and everything. I do feel that Battle of the Gods might have been scotch and stronger. A little bit.
Well, I feel like we're not afraid of giving spoilers.
No, we're clearly aren't at this point because we've given away about the first 15 minutes of this movie.
I think Battle of the Gods was leaps and bounds better.
Yeah, Battle Gods was really good.
Man, does my video look like shit. But anyway,
I think it's actually getting worse.
yeah, I think it is. But anyway, the issue I had with Resurrection F was that 3 or 4 minutes into the movie, we get, here's how we're going to fix all our problems, none of this matters. Mm-hmm. What was that? You remember?
Oh, that was,
Whis.
Oh, right.
Whis has I can undo anything, new power.
He's again, spoilers!
Goku and Vegeta have basically
bribed Whis to bring them to the where they live to train, and eventually Beerus wakes up and kind of joins them a little bit. He's more sitting on the sidelines, not really caring because he already knows he can be both at the time by his back. But Whis is giving a little description about what it is like living there, and how Beerus just basically blows up everything within their world and doesn't care about it. And Whis goes, "Oh, I fixed it because he talked about the time where he blew up the 2 suns that they have there." Well, how'd you fix that? Oh, well, I put it back. And Goku just almost went, "Are you gods?" And
well, they are.
Well, yeah, essentially they are. But they don't create. Whis has this ability to, spoiler, avert your ears now, revert time.
Oh, yes. And he doesn't explain in the beginning, but at the end, he's like 3 minutes.
Yep.
So there is.
So in the beginning,
it's sort of a mistake. But
so when it popped up, when it first said it, I'm like, oh, important, and I know what's going to happen. The entire Earth is going to get blown up, and that was just a rewind time back before Frieza got there.
Honestly, I thought they were just going to undo the wish.
Oh.
Eventually be like, oh, he's so strong, let's undo the whole thing.
Yeah. But then about half, I was actually disappointed slightly a little bit. Like I know what your weakness is. I'm like, and it's like, well, now you know his weakness. You're not even going to try,
right?
And though at the same time, I felt like because if it had been going on what it was, it would have been a lot more interesting. But then there's the fact that Goku and Vegeta were going to take turns in this fight, and like no matter what point, if it progressed without this weakness of his coming through. It's kind of an unfair fight. I think it would have just kind of stopped. This isn't fun because Vegeta would have been full strength, and Frieza would have been like half exhausted.
Now I do think that they're doing really good humor.
Oh yeah.
One thing I expressed to Chad who went to the movie with us on Wednesday was Dragon Ball is far funnier than Dragon Ball Z.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like starting Battle Gods, we have that like playfulness back.
Yeah,
there's some that are monsters that can blow up the whole fucking universe now.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a sense of humor again. And I said what really let me down the most with Resurrection F, and I've said this a lot, don't get me wrong, I did like the movie. But what let me down the most was
the lack of a certain character.
No. I can get over the fact that Majin Buu wasn't in there.
Oh.
He was my favorite part of Battle of the Gods when it comes to the humor. But Frieza and the build-up to him, starting with the Saiyan Saga, was what like sucked up the fun out. Frieza was that dire, there could be no fun.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
they were like, yeah, I liked that they're making jokes at Frieza's expense, and they were like having fun with it, but we used to be able to turn back time, and everyone's laughing the whole time. So none of that mattered.
Yeah, I kind of took a lot of the seriousness out of it a little bit. Like I said, it's just like they're all amped up for this. They're all sure of themselves. Frieza reveals final because he's up. I thought it was kind of funny. He was upset that he had to stay in this final form. Like I've never had to do anything in my life. I've always been so fucking great. But now you actually made me train for, what was it, 6 months?
4 months, 2 months of travel, I think.
That might be.
Because Frieza says when they put him in this pod, That's much like the same pods for healing. There's super Frieza's attack to begin with.
Yeah.
But they've upgraded it where they can put him as chopped up, blinking bits.
And not come out looking like he was thrown in with a garbage can.
Right. You
Or
come
a
out
radio
perfect.
checking.
It's like, I'm better than before. Stupidly Frieza. And you're like, all right, great. And there's some like heavy metal, like Japanese stuff with only English words and like, Frieza, Frieza!
That's actually kind of funny.
I was like,
Frieza, Frieza! I was like, Frieza, Frieza!
That was like death metal.
And I'm almost, like when I just now, it almost sounded like a siren. Frieza, Frieza!
It was ridiculous, but it was good. I guess.
Yeah.
But one of the other hangups for me that was alarming was Jocko.
yeah, that just
He's
Jocko and then the mention of Bulma's sister was like,
huh?
Hi.
I said, what the
I
hell?
said, what the hell?
Who is this?
Who is this Jocko? And when did Bulma have a sister?
It was.
But
I actually, we've both seen the intro for the new animated
new series, right?
Right?
Yeah, super. I'm not sure if
Super.
there's anything wrong with YouTube.
I can go to the YouTube.
Hold on, just a minute. Breaking shit. YouTube.
No, it's no, it's just kind of
Oh, there you be.
Well,
no.
you're
Gone. You were there, but now it's just the circle of
dude.
like the blue dude.
A blue dude. Yeah, you'll come back in a minute, I bet.
Oh, right, because I'm not actually. There's the leg on the YouTube.
It's not quite real time, so if something's wrong, we're still here. But I see you now picking your teeth.
Really, I'm way lag behind them on this YouTube. Yo, Tubby.
Well, we'll go back to my screen.
Oh, there I am.
So anyway, we have these new characters, Jocko, and Tights.
But Jocko apparently is actually in the Dragon Ball Super intro, so I guess he shows up at some point. None of us have watched it yet.
No, well, Super hasn't been translated yet.
Yeah, it hasn't been dubbed in
And
English.
we're going to dub it, so let's watch it dubbed. But I did some research, and she's like, who the hell is this? And why are they giving him to us now? And I looked it up, and I guess there was a thing called Jocko, the Galactic Patrolman, which is a companion manga to Dragon Ball. So it means that they're older differently. Where Jocko goes on space adventures with Bulma's blonde older sister, Tights.
Wait, she's older?
Yeah, she's like 4 years older than Bulma.
Huh.
And for whatever reason, Bulma doesn't ever mention throughout the 20-year history of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. She never had a sister.
So it kind of makes it sound like she went off into space when Bulma set out to find the Dragon Balls and then Goku.
A couple of years before.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much at the same time.
Which is now I'm kind of wondering, like, that might be what prompted Bulma to actually go get the Dragon Balls, because one of my older sisters off in space and having adventures and everything, but what she doesn't have is a boyfriend. I'm going to get you one.
That could be why. But then I did a little more digging. This was weirded me out. I'll say the hard thing to swallow first, and then I'll give you the strange news.
Oh.
They made it sound like Toriyama said, whether or not GT is canon is up to you. How do you feel about that?
GT is non-canon. As we've kind of discussed about at one point, it's either not canon or it's in a parallel timeline that we'll never, ever discuss or reference.
You're very passionate.
GT sucked.
Why?
It just completely steamrolled everything. And just, for one, Toriyama had nothing to do with it, so it didn't have that feel.
Right.
The writing just wasn't there. All the characters suddenly had like different. It's not necessarily personalities, but they still had the core personality of who they were. But things shifted way too much for it, and it just kind of hurt. It got way too ridiculous. And then they added in the Black Star Dragon Balls, which were dumb. Because you make a wish and they scatter all across the universe. Like, how...
So, hold on.
Makes sense.
Do you think the addition of new Dragon Balls is one of the biggest problems?
That might have been it, because then the whole them going to space now just to find these was kind of stupid, in my opinion. Like, you make a wish, and instead of being scattered across Earth, they're scattered across the universe, and if you don't find them within the year, the Earth blows up.
So let me give you the weird news, because we know the GT's pretty crummy. Toriyama did do some character supervision on the series. He kind of told them what he would do, but he didn't really have that much involvement. So yeah, GT's pretty turdy, and Man My Stream is just as bad. And they announced that they've got 3 sagas planned so far for Super. And the first one is the Battle of the Gods saga. So the way they're making it sound is this takes place before Battle of the Gods, just a few months after the Buu saga.
I'm almost wondering if this is going to take place along with.
Well, hold on. This is what they've said. I could be getting this wrong because it could be poorly stated on Dragon Ball Wiki, but it sounds like the movie will be the end of the saga. So the saga will build up to and include Battle of the Gods, the movie. Then the next saga will build up to and include Resurrection F, which is Resurrection F saga. And so in the Battle of the Gods saga, we're supposed to see things like Gohan and Videl getting married, and maybe allude to the pregnancy that happened that was announced in Battle of the Gods. We're going to see more build up on like what the characters were doing and all that jazz. And they claim in the Resurrection F saga they're going to elaborate more on Frieza. So we might know why he's in the part now. But then the third saga is called the 6th Universe saga.
Ooh.
And it's got another name. The Superstar Dragon Ball saga. All they said is that they're going to go to the 6th universe, which means means to me that Universe 6 is stronger than Universe 7. Which means we live in Universe 12.
Yep.
The crappiest of all universes.
In case you're wondering about that statement, there's a note in Battle of the Gods where Beerus says there's 12 universes in all, and each one is slightly different. There's, in fact, several above us, or they're even stronger than me. And we came to the conclusion that, well, if that's the case, we must live in a universe where we're at the absolute weakest and got nothing going for us, so we must be Universe 12.
Right. So they're saying that Universe 6 has something called the Super Dragon Balls, or the Superstar Dragon Balls.
That also means they only have 6 defined?
I think so. But
I do want the universe label to be the number of Dragon Balls they have.
Me too. But if the Black Star Dragon Balls is one of the reasons why GT was terrible, what does that say about Super to you, knowing that there's new Dragon Balls?
That one I feel more content with because these are Dragon Balls from another universe. These ones that we had in GT were like, throw these in, here's the rules. When these were created, these ones were created as well. It's like, why would something like those be exist? And how would something like information like those even be leaked out?
Right.
Because they've clearly never, ever been used at all.
Right.
Because if they have, no one would have been able to get them all back to Earth in a year. And we all would have been. And, yeah. And actually, one of the things also I didn't like, which a number of other people didn't like as well, was the Dark Dragon, which is one of the reasons why you're supposed to let the Dragon Balls go for a year. Because using the wish builds up the negative energy in it. You're actually supposed to let them go for, 100 years before you can make another wish for all the negative energy to be purified out. But since they've been using the Dragon Balls almost every year for so-and-so's dead, so-and-so's dead, so-and-so's dead, bring the city back, refresh everything, and it just apparently built up and up. Because then when the dragons symbolizing it for me fall out, says, you guys fucked up big time. You're supposed to let everything go for like only so long. Like, you're supposed to wait 100 years before you can use this game to let all the negative energy out. Well, you freaked us out, motherfuckers. Guess what? We're going to fuck shit up. That was the other thing. Like, really? Now you're putting a negative spin for using the Dragon Balls? They're supposed to be like a reward thing, kind of like the like a. I don't know a lot of stories about a lot of other stories that kill characters. No, they're good. But Dragon Ball had this like feeling, especially like Krillin. Krillin's that character that needs to stay there regardless if he gets blown up.
Right.
But I think a lot of us right now would just wish him to stay dead. Lucky bald bastard.
Are you telling me that you're jealous of Krillin?
What is Krillin? Honestly, you find someone who's not.
Fair enough. That's perfectly valid. So
and I know you're jealous as well.
Resurrection F was good. It
was
wrong. It wasn't as good.
Battle of the Gods just felt so much more. And again, another spoiler again with like Super Saiyan God, which now being kind of is stronger than Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 4 is never going to happen now.
Well,
if Super Saiyan 4 is stronger than Super Saiyan God, that's bullshit.
Right.
But the thing is, they mentioned like we saw the trailers and previews for where suddenly they got blue hair,
and I was wondering, what the hell is this? Is this something stronger than Super Saiyan God?
That's exactly what I thought it was. Where Goku's like, well, I tapped into Super Saiyan God, and this is like how my body's interpreting the energy on itself. And I was like, that's exactly what's done.
Yep. And it turns out that's
as close to being Super Saiyan God they can be without actually going Super Saiyan God.
Which, if you understand anything, requires 6 Saiyans.
Six pure-hearted Saiyans, 5 to pour their energy into 1.
Right.
Does that mean they had to gather around again for Vegeta to do it?
I think so. Which is funny, is Vegeta didn't want to hold Goku's hand.
That's true. There was a big thing because to instant transmission from Goku, you basically have to like hold on to him, and Goku's like, "Grab my hand," and Vegeta's like, "No homo."
Pretty much.
He's essentially no homo.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he did.
So then he had to do it like multiple times. Now I'm almost curious now, like, would they do it for everybody else? But I'm thinking the only ones who are going to get Super Saiyan God for a good while are going to be Goku and Vegeta.
Well, maybe you have to be a pure blood Saiyan too, which could limit who gets to have it.
Well, wouldn't that also limit who could give the energy?
Yeah, I suppose, and they're letting a third or a quarter Saiyan do all.
Yeah, pens.
If it were up to me, if I were Vegeta, I would declare myself King of Saiyans, and then I would slap Goku around enough that we need to make sure we have sons and daughters so we can make a human breeding population of almost pure Saiyans.
To get almost pure Saiyans would take thousands of years.
Well, yeah, but it's a worthy vendetta.
And hell, if you just got the Dragon Balls and go, we're going to be the second people actually wish for immortality. So we got to see this one out.
Oh man, if they were immortal, they could just keep making Saiyans.
Yeah.
Half-blood. Chi-Chi and Bulma should understand the need to proliferate. Or they should have capsule corporate capsules that store sperm forever, and they can sell it.
They already do know that, who was it? Chi-Chi or Bulma actually initiated a trade of spouses once. Prove that out there.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was.
I don't remember who it was, but they both seemed keen on the idea, and I just went, oh my god, that's hilarious. They want a husband swap.
I don't know if Vegeta could handle Chi-Chi.
No, I don't.
I think Chi-Chi is actually less pleasant as both a person and probably a wife than Bulma is, where Bulma's far more self-absorbed and selfish and kind of not with it. But Chi-Chi's very demanding, very controlling.
Have a job, get money, pay the rent, have a decent job. Be here for the kids. Well, at least you can't do the last one. Do the other ones. That's really what she didn't care about him being involved with the kids.
Well,
then
I think she couldn't do anything because, if I recall, Goku makes a comment that never touched Chi-Chi with fire.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Doesn't that sound like so she can't chase him into battle and get hurt? but it's also so she doesn't bother.
So I can fly away and train somewhere and she can't come get me.
Right.
Which is also probably why he never wanted to get a car.
Well, he also has no idea how to drive. He's more.
I don't know why
she never just got
Which
a
I'm
car.
so glad that MJ brings that up. Where he's like,
Yeah.
Exactly. Resurrection happens. It's because you're so stupid.
Because you're a complete moron.
And Goku doesn't forget about it.
He just kind of he hears that and he's kind of like, yeah.
I guess that's right.
Sounds like me.
The green guy got his driver's license, and I didn't.
The green alien can get a driver's license, yet I can't.
So, anyhow, let's wrap this up. It's Friday night. It's also First Friday, so we should probably run around before I let you go home. So we gotta wake up early in the morning. Gotta build cabinets.
Gotta build cabinets.
With Mulan?
No, he's actually on vacation, and there was a chance he wouldn't have had to do it anyway. We had to draw a lottery for it.
Oh, literally. I thought you were just making that up.
No, I wasn't. She tore up notes for 5 builders because Mulan wasn't going to be there. He's on vacation till Tuesday. God, it's so quiet today.
Well, except for the part where I worked for the guy who would make a sailor blush. But anyway,
you blush. What did he tell you?
There's
Can you
just
say one thing he told you that made you blush?
well, there's one thing he said that if I repeated it, I'd be ended, and with him, I believe it. He used the words Colombian multi.
Well, that just means news.
No,
Doesn't it?
no,
Colombian necktie.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Isn't that a news?
No, it's not a news. Want me to tell you?
Yeah, what is it?
It's really cut your throat under the jawline deep enough
Right.
And
and
pull your tongue out.
out.
Oh.
And you wear your tongue like a necktie.
Huh. I should have known that. Anyway.
But then, she wrote down on 2 slips of paper Saturday and put in the box we all had to draw out on whoever got Saturday had to work. The last time she did this, I went around last and wound up working. So I thought, I'm going first this time. Hold it out.
We're in the fight. But
And
I like my neighbors. I like my building. I don't want to get yelled at, I guess.
That's not that
I do a lot of jumping in here. I'm always worried about the guy downstairs. So.
But then the other guy, after he drew it, he's like,
I don't have it. I don't got it. Until eventually.
You should have done that.
Well, the actual would have been hilarious.
Or been like, hey, what's this saying? Hand it to somebody. Be like, oh, looks like you got Saturday.
That actually would have been funny. He just said, all right, someone had to have it before myself. I got that.
they're not making. Well, Fizz, tomorrow's supposed to be another gloriously humid, warm day again. Such a joy there. The number of I'm more concerned about how many cabinets we're supposed to do because I don't know how many truck cabinets we have left.
Right.
And then there at first it was like 60, and we're going to be there for. No, we had 60 left at lunch. Then I heard we had 40, but we have to be there for it's going to be like 6 hours. And honestly, it would take 6 hours for us to do 40 just because of what this place is, how it's run. It'll take those 6 hours to get all those out to us to build. But I'm kind of actually, I'm praying, but it's probably not going to happen. That night shift kind of whips out some of the trucks. So there's even less. So there's we have like maybe 30, maybe 20 to do, and then I only have to be right there for 3 hours. That's what I'd like.
And then you can join us for the podcast tomorrow.
Yes.
Which if you do, you got to bring your laptop.
I'll bring my laptop.
And we'll do this again. Hopefully the video looks a little bit better. Why it's so shitty tonight.
Well, how old is this iMac?
Not that old. 2010, 5
years. I'm maybe 10.
I've never seen it that bad. I used to Skype all the time.
Oh yeah.
But anyway,
Settings.
we're gonna see a goodbye.
Man, I look horrible.
So I'll let Brett say goodbye first, and then I'll log off.
From Dylan Jacobson's apartment in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, I am Brett Stott.
That was way too news. It's like Dan Rather was here. But anyway, that was it for Brett and I break stuff. We were mostly trying to figure out if this YouTube thing was going to work the way I wanted it to. And it did. It looks like shit. So let's hopefully figure that out before we podcast tomorrow and break into the news.
Wait, one more little thing. How often is this going to be a thing?
Me and you?
Yeah, doing the
We
stuff.
can do it whenever you want because you can do it from your house. You don't have to come over.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're feeling lazy and you still want to do this, we can do it.
Okay, cool. We can do that.
So, see ya.
Good night.